Hi guys, how are you? If you want personal, my email's in the description. We're gonna start with Oracle again. We might start with two. I don't know why, but that's just what I've been feeling the need to do lately. So let's do it. If you want a personal? Did I say that already? My email's in the description. Okay, whatever. All right. Some of you are like not recognizing. You're not like understanding. There's a certain aspect of yourself that you're not like linking to its full ability. What? Okay, let's keep going. And maybe there's a portion of you dislike or you're ashamed of. Yeah, you dislike it, you're ashamed of it. But I feel like it's like an energy you carry, whether it's anger, rage, lust, maybe, seductive, sexual nature. This is kind of heavy. Maybe some of you have harbored like you are over sexual because of like traumatic things that happened, and maybe you allow this aspect of you to like take over and use you instead of you using it. Does that make sense? And it causes you confusion and chaos, right? Okay, so what else? Yeah, see, maze. Confusion, chaos. You're lost by it. Maybe you have acted out in certain ways because of this over-sexual nature. If this portion is for you, the over-sexual nature that came from the traumatic event. And even if it's not over-sexual nature, it could be like just rage. Okay, but even like rage comes from a traumatic event most of the time. And again, instead of you using that to your ability, you let those emotions use you when you should be using it. I've said that 5 times already, right? Okay. Some of you also, the chaos comes from you trying to fight this aspect of you or not accept why it is a part of you. All right? Okay, let's keep going. Doing another oracle, not sure. I'm just doing it. Okay. Okay, sorry. What's this recognition? Yeah, it definitely happened when you were a kid. And I'm looking at the picture. There's, the fuck does that mean? Sentinel. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to figure out what this word means on the card. Oh, well. I don't give a fuck. Okay, yeah. Sentinel means like soldier or whatever, keeping watch. And this toy is here. So I do feel like when I look at this, I get like dark childhood or something really dark happened to you as a child or growing up, right? Or maybe something happened to you that made you feel like a child. Maybe you're in a situation where you were just like not in control of the things that happened to you, right? But I do feel like for most of you, this is like a childhood issue. 1 second. Okay, sorry. Yeah, this part of you, you look at it as really dark and really negative, And like I said, I keep seeing like it has caused you to do things or act out on things that you wouldn't normally do. But when this emotion takes over, you do things. And I hate to tell you, a lot of you, it's sexual. You go do sexual things, and then after it's over, post nut clarity, right? Or maybe you look back on it and you're ashamed. Some of you, this is getting dark. Some of you females or males, but I'm getting a sense you let someone or a group of guys, choo choo, train. That's just what I'm getting, okay? And even if it's not that serious, male or female, you're just over sexual to the point you're just pumping and dumping and not even getting any like pleasure from it. You're really getting tormented by it because you're operating out of a lower half, a lower self in a sexual manner, okay? It's not good. Because again, you're letting this shit use you instead of you using it. Alright? Just accept. It's hard for you to accept. It's almost like when you do these things, you don't want to look back and understand why you're doing it. You don't want to take a look and understand, why am I busting it open, or why am I why am I shoving my ding-a-ling in all these women, or why am I busting it open for all these men? It doesn't matter, you could be gay or not. Make it make sense to you, right? You don't want to look back and understand why it's happening. It's almost like you'd rather degrade yourself and say, oh, I'm just a slut. That's why it's happening, okay? And it actually hurts you to do this. When you do this thing, like I said, it's like this sense of anguish, this sense of disgust within you that happens. And it's because when I look at this infernal warden, right? Again, it's because you're doing these sexual acts out of a lower state of being. You're not even doing these sexual acts, because I did say rage. I'm feeling like this is more sexual, right? You're not even doing these sexual acts out of pure desire. You don't even want to sleep with these people. You're just doing it because it's there. It's a coping mechanism, okay? Maybe specifically for some of you, when you face hardships or when you face like issues in life, you want to go get bust in or bust in something. It's a coping mechanism. All right? Okay. What's this confusion? Wings of ruin and confusion. Wings of ruin in reverse, though. You have not been... When I see this card a lot, I see it a lot as you're either shedding or you're fucking not. And you're not shedding this because you're chaotic up here. You're chaotic up here, and I'm also getting a sense of like it's the porn too. Some of your escape routes are porn. Alright? And jacking off. And flicking the bean. Good thing I'm not monetized yet, right? But that's what it is. Maybe sex is on your mind a lot. Maybe sex is on your mind a lot, and it contorts your way of thinking. It contorts your way of looking at women. If you're a man or a gay man, doesn't matter, make it fit. And even women too, let's be real, it contorts your way you look at men. Women label men as just sexual objects as well. But because you haven't shed this part of you, it's sitting in you and it's festering, and your sacral chakra, your sexual energy is so warped and out of whack because of this trauma. Sexual and sensual energy is supposed to be productive, whether you're a sexual being or not. You can be asexual and still use sexual energy to be productive, especially if you use manifestation or magic. All right? Okay. Let's keep going. What's this maze? No. What's this maze? Timeless bloom. You've been going in this cycle since it happened, I hate to say, all right, so viewer discretion is advised in this one. Seriously though, but I'm seeing a young girl who you have been sexual since, I cannot say the age, but just look in my eyes. It's not a good age. And ever since something has happened to you, you've never stopped. And it started very young, very innocent. You've never stopped. You've never had a moment of celibacy or abstinence. Even if you're alone, you're flicking it too much. Could be a male too. You had a sexual encounter too young, and it has followed you up until then. You've never had a moment of not being active. A month is too long. A week is too long. A year is unthinkable. And it's caused you mental torment. It's caused you to look at yourself in a less than tasteful manner. It has also caused people to look at you that way too, because it's how you present yourself to the world. But it's coming from this trauma though. I'm not smiling because I think it's funny. I'm smiling because I don't know. Compassion. Okay? All right, are we ready for the tarot now? That was just the oracle. Let's get to the tarot. Which one are we using? Okay. Roll with me, y'all. All right, we're in this together. This is a sensitive one. This is a sensitive one. Okay? This is a sensitive one. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Ah. Okay, let's get to it. Okay. Give me some energy for this reading. No. Okay, there we go. See? Knight of Swords reverse. Very reckless. Very reckless. Very reckless. A lack of understanding of why this happened to you, and a lack of understanding of how someone let it happen. I'm also picking up a sense of you don't understand how to transmute that into your own good. How to use that sexual trauma response to your, to benefit you. Again, you using it, not letting it use you. Okay? That's too many. There's been many cycles of embarrassment, many trials of depression, maybe even suicidal thoughts for somebody because of this. And again, I have to say it, you're here to understand. It is all because you lack the understanding and the ability to use this to your advantage. I keep saying it, you're supposed to hear it. I hate that something like this happened to you. I hate it. I hate it. But there's always a way for you to benefit from it. Specifically if you do manifestation and magic. Okay? I'm getting a sense of you, okay, it's a lot of downloads with this. You lack loyalty because of this. Even if you're with someone you like, you cannot seem to keep your legs closed or your penguin in your pants. Okay, it's constant cycles that end, and you're left in this chaotic state of, why am I like this? What is this? Yep, see? The star reverse. That's how you look at yourself. It's a lot of shame. I'm also getting, because of your inability to stop having sexual encounters, to stop watching porn, to stop letting this part of you use you, there is a need for a purification of some kind. Okay, your sacral chakra is, it's like black. I'm seeing black. Infected. I hope you don't have an infection. But there's a need for purity that you cannot obtain. I'm going to say it again. I hate repeating, but it is again because you're letting this use you. You're letting this out of control sexual nature use you. When again, yes, I'm going to say it, you should be using it. What's that stuff? That's self-explanatory. The lover is reversed with the star reverse. There is no peace. There is no harmony. This is starting to get heavy. I don't know how much longer I can pull on this reading. But we're going to get through it. Obviously, we all know a lack of love for self will allow you to do these types of things. But again, it comes from this thing that happened to you. What's this reading words? If you would accept, there's something about acceptance. You need to accept you are the way you are. You need to accept you've done the things you've done. You need to accept that this shit happened to you. And then you can begin to build on it and use it as power. But you cannot build on it and use it as power until you are in acceptance energy. Until then, the Wheel of Fortune reverse. The cycle will continue. You will continue abusing yourself. You will continue abusing this sexual energy. You will continue letting it abuse you. And it came from abuse, didn't it? The cycle will continue until you accept it. You can't keep screwing and screwing and screwing and busting and busting and busting and thinking that that's going to take it away from you, because you're repeatedly giving yourself the same type of abuse that occurred for you to get to where you are now. You are sexually abusing yourself, allowing this to happen over and over again. The lack of acceptance is reliving the abuse that happened to you. All right? What's this wings of ruin? There's see the moon with that wings of ruin, you being unable to shed this. There's secrets that could be revealed to you. There's power that could be revealed to you if you take this and conjure it and use it as your own, but you can't, because you're not looking for the secret. You're not looking for the power. You're looking over there at your next victim. And by victim, I mean your next pump and go, because that's what you do. That's what you do, male or female. That's what you do. It's okay. Not judging. Queen of Wands reverse, the Maze, timeless boom, Queen of Wands reverse. This is the definition of a woman or male, does not matter, who cannot control their sexual nature. She's the definition of it. Okay? Anything else we need to know? Temporary happiness. Temporary happiness. And then this Hermit came out as a challenge. There goes that chaos within after you get that nut bust. Male or female, you start to question yourself. After you're disloyal to someone, unloyal, whatever the fuck, you begin to question yourself. But that Hermit is also a challenge because of the lack of acceptance of what happened to you. Anything else? What's that? It's just showing the cycle again. It's showing the cycle again. It's showing the cycle again. It's showing the cycle again. Temporary freedom, quick pleasure, but never ultimate fulfillment. Never. Temporary pleasure, quick fixes, but ultimate fulfillment is not possible. So here you are, 5 of Pentacles, left out again. Well, darn. Is that it? That's it, y'all. So, accept it. It's all right. Okay? No judgment over here. Okay? Thanks for watching.